James Christian Jimmy Kimmel, born November 13, 1967, is an American television host, producer, and comedian best known as the host and executive producer of Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC 2003 present. Over his long career, he has also co-hosted shows like Win Ben Stein's Money and The Man Show, and he has been a frequent emcee of award ceremonies. He's hosted the Oscars and Emmys multiple times. In 2025, Kimmel made headlines when his show was briefly taken off the air after controversial remarks, but he remains a leading figure in late-night TV. His longtime friend Cleto Escobedo III was the bandleader on Kimmel until his death in 2025. We discuss that tribute below. Jimmy Kimmel's story is a classic tale of a kid from Brooklyn who became a late-night star. He was born in Brooklyn, New York, to Joan Iacono and James Kimmel, an IBM executive. At age 9, his family moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, where he grew up. Raised Catholic, even serving as an altar boy, Kimmel loved pulling pranks in school, and he started hosting a talk show on his high school radio station. He briefly attended UNLV and then Arizona State University, but left college to pursue radio work. He landed a job in Seattle on a morning radio show called The Me and Him Show, which led to a series of on-air stints, including in Phoenix and Los Angeles, where his prankster reputation sometimes got him fired. This early radio experience taught him about comedy and live performance, and it set the stage for his move into television. Jimmy was the eldest of 3 children, growing up alongside 2 younger sisters. In Las Vegas, he attended Ed W. Clark High School, where he even hosted a local broadcast on the college radio station. He then enrolled at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas for a year and later attended Arizona State University for another year, but he left school without graduating to pursue his radio career. Kimmel later returned to UNLV as a featured commencement speaker and even received an honorary doctorate in 2013, but his formal education was essentially replaced by the School of Late Night. Kimmel's Las Vegas upbringing left a mark on him. He often cites David Letterman as an idol, and his childhood in Vegas nurtured a love of practical jokes and comedy. This background, combined with a working-class, patriotic household — his mother is of Italian descent and his father was a business exec — gave him a relatable persona on TV. These roots also meant he was raised Catholic, which he has said shaped his outlook even as he pokes fun at religion in his comedy. Kimmel's broadcast career began in radio, but quickly moved to TV. In 1994, he joined Los Angeles radio station KROQ's Kevin and Bean Morning Show, initially behind the scenes, and then as an on-air personality nicknamed Jimmy the Sports Guy. His big break came in 1997, when he became co-host of Comedy Central's game show Win Ben Stein's Money. The show paired Kimmel's mischievous humor with Ben Stein's deadpan style, and it earned them the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Game Show Host in 1999. Shortly after, in 1999, Kimmel co-created and co-hosted The Man Show on Comedy Central, alongside Adam Carolla. The Man Show was a raunchy comedy series aimed at young male audiences. It was a hit for several years and helped cement Kimmel's fame. During that era, he and partners also founded Jackhole Industries, producing other comedy hits like Crank Yankers, for which Kimmel also provided several voices, and the MTV show The Andy Milonakis Show. In 2003, ABC tapped Kimmel to host a new late-night talk show at 12:05 a.m., Jimmy Kimmel Live. Kimmel Live debuted in January 2003. It started off slowly, as Kimmel had to shed the frat boy image of The Man Show, but he gradually found his footing with a young audience. Over time, Kimmel Live became known for viral comedy segments, such as Celebrities Read Mean Tweets and Live Witness News, and for involving Kimmel's real-life family in skits. He even featured relatives like Cousin Sal Iacono, and Aunt Chippy on the show. By blending prankish humor with heartfelt moments, Kimmel distinguished his program from older hosts. Besides his own show, Kimmel has become a familiar face on major award shows. He has hosted the Primetime Emmy Awards at least 3 times, 2012, 2016, 2020, and the Academy Awards ceremony 4 times, 2017, 2018, 2023, 2024. Observers note that his self-deprecating style and quick wit have led to memorable moments at these events. In 2018, Time even named Jimmy Kimmel one of the 100 most influential people in the world, recognizing his broad impact. In recent years, Kimmel's career has also had moments of controversy. For example, in September 2025, he made remarks about the assassination of activist Charlie Kirk that drew backlash. ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel Live for a week following the incident, and stations owned by media groups like Nexstar preempted the show. Kimmel later returned to the air in late September 2025, addressing the controversy with emotional remarks about free speech. But even this episode shows how closely he is tied to the current political and cultural conversation. Jimmy Kimmel's off-screen life has been busy and often in the public eye. He has been married twice and has 4 children. He was first married to producer Gina Maddie, née Gina Kimmel, from 1988 until 2002. With Gina, he had 2 children, a daughter, Catherine, born 1991, and a son, Kevin, born 1993. Kevin was born with a congenital heart defect, a challenge Kimmel later spoke about on his show, but the surgeries were successful, and he has become an advocate for children's health. After his divorce from Gina, Kimmel dated comedian Sarah Silverman for several years, 2002 to 2009. Their relationship was well publicized, and Silverman even appeared as a frequent guest on Kimmel Live. During that period, 1988 to 2002, married to producer Gina Maddie, children Catherine, born in 1991, and Kevin, born in 1993. 2002 to 2009, partnered with comedian Sarah Silverman, a high-profile relationship and occasional co-star on his show. 2013 present, married to television writer Molly McNinney, whom he dated since 2009, children Jane, born in 2014, and William Billy, born in 2017. In July 2013, Kimmel married Molly McNinney, a writer and eventual co-head writer for Jimmy Kimmel Live. They now have 2 children together, daughter Jane, born in 2014, and son Billy, born in 2017. Billy Kimmel was born with a heart defect, which Kimmel later spoke about in a famous healthcare-focused monologue on his show. In May 2025, Kimmel also became a grandfather when his daughter Catherine had a baby. Outside of his relationships and family, Kimmel is known to be a practicing Catholic. He often mentions his faith in interviews and charity work. In fact, like fellow late-night host Colbert and Fallon, Kimmel briefly considered the priesthood as a child altar boy. He has also been open about living with narcolepsy, a sleep disorder, which he has discussed publicly. Tribute to friend Cleto Escobedo III. A heartfelt note in Kimmel's life came in late 2025. On November 11, 2025, Jimmy Kimmel's longtime friend and the bandleader for the Kimmel Live house band, Cleto and the Cletones, Cleto Escobedo III, died at age 59. Escobedo and Kimmel had grown up across the street from each other in Las Vegas and had been inseparable since childhood. Upon learning of his friend's death, Kimmel was visibly devastated. In an emotional monologue on that night's Kimmel Live, he emerged in tears and told the audience, "Late last night, we lost someone very special who was much too young." He urged everyone to cherish their friends, calling Escobedo not fair for dying so young. After the show, Kimmel took a few days off to mourn. He also wrote on Instagram that he was heartbroken by the loss, noting that working together every day with Cleto had been a childhood dream come true. In that post, he asked fans to keep Cleto's wife, children, and parents in their prayers. In summary, the passing of Cleto Escobedo, not to be confused with Jimmy Kimmel himself, was a painful moment for Kimmel, and he paid tribute by dedicating a tearful segment to his friend's life and career. Jimmy Kimmel's success in television has translated into significant wealth and a lavish lifestyle. As of 2025, his net worth is estimated to be around $50 million. He was earning on the order of $15 to $16 million per year for hosting Kimmel Live, making him one of the highest-paid late-night hosts. Forbes ranked him number 23 among top TV hosts in 2025. His wealth is reflected in the homes and assets he owns. For example, in August 2025, Kimmel and his wife purchased an historic $7.8 million English Tudor mansion in Los Angeles' upscale Windsor Square neighborhood. Prior to this, His primary residence had been a two-house compound in the Hollywood Hills, near the Chateau Marmont, bought for about $7.1 million. He also maintains several beachfront properties. Celebrity Net Worth reports that Kimmel owns at least 3 homes in Hermosa Beach, California, including a custom-built mansion valued over $15 million plus 2 smaller ocean view houses. At least one of the Hermosa Beach homes is occupied by a family member. In addition, Kimmel has vacation homes outside of California, such as the South Fork Lodge in Idaho and a retreat near Jackson Hole, Wyoming, showing his affinity for outdoor life. In short, he lives a multi-millionaire lifestyle with luxury real estate holdings in Los Angeles and beyond. Kimmel's high earnings also allow him to collect luxury cars. Media reports list his collection as including a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Mercedes-Benz S-Class S580, a Jaguar F-Type, and a Cadillac Escalade ESV. In total, these vehicles are reported to be worth on the order of $800,000,900,000. Such a car collection fits a public figure of Kimmel's stature. Today, Jimmy Kimmel is often seen as a relatively down-to-earth star despite his wealth. He still emphasizes his Vegas roots and carries himself as a regular guy on television. He splits time between Hollywood for work and places like Hermosa Beach for family life, and he is known for being generous with charitable causes, for example, fundraising for children's hospitals and veterans programs. Overall, his net worth, homes, and possessions reflect the typical success of a long-running late-night host. But his on-camera persona still comes across as affectionate and self-deprecating rather than ostentatious. Jimmy Kimmel's career is still ongoing. He continues to host Jimmy Kimmel Live and participate in various projects, podcasts, specials, etc. Fans often watch eagerly to see what monologues or segments he will create, especially given his readiness to speak on current events. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Jimmy Kimmel's life, please like this video, leave a comment, share with friends, and subscribe for more profiles and behind-the-scenes stories.